Today, Candace is cooking
a sweet potato and kale salad.
Not too sure about this one. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is Ken and Candace again from KBDProductionstV. Welcome back to another Ken and Candace
Veg&Review.
How are you today?
I'm very good.
Awesome. What have you got in store for us today?
Today I'm taking the salad route.
Oh boy.
But it's a good salad. It's a hearty salad. It's a kale and sweet potato salad.
I'm not sure about kale. I've tried it and it's not one of my favorite little leafy type things to eat. So,
well, let's see if we can change your mind.
Let's get to it.
All right. To make this, you are going to need some kale, sweet potato, avocado, red onion, garlic, mustard of your choosing. I'm using horseradish Dijon, some red wine vinegar, and some maple syrup.
That's maple syrup?
That's maple syrup.
Oh boy.
My dad made this maple syrup.
Nice.
He tapped the trees and boiled it down and gave me this delicious,
and it drops into the sink.
Let's start with the sweet potato because that's going to take some time in the oven.
Okay.
So I'm gonna preheat the oven to 425 and move all this other stuff out of the way. I have 3 sweet potatoes because they're like small to medium sized sweet potatoes. All right, so we're just gonna peel the sweet potato. You can do this with yam too. You can even do this with squash if you want.
So we'll just peel it like a carrot, right?
Yep, that's exactly right. Just taking the skin off. I mean, you can scrub it and cook it with the skin on too. I mean, skin is very nutritious. It just kind of weirds me out, so I take it off, to be perfectly honest with you. If it's not organic, I don't like to keep the skin on. So I'm just cutting them in half and then cutting them into, not really cubes, but these.
Just chunks.
Yeah, just, that's the word I'm looking for, chunks.
Big chunks of potatoes.
Big chunks, bite-sized chunks. Like this one even could go a little bit smaller, but bite-sized chunks is what you want. And then just tossing it into a bowl. And with sweet potatoes, you do have to act fairly quickly because they turn brown. They oxidize.
Don't do it the day before kind of thing.
Yeah, unless you put oil or vinegar or something on them right away. All right, we have some sweet potatoes in here.
They look like sweet potatoes.
I'm gonna put some coconut oil. You can use olive oil or whatever oil you prefer to cook with. I'm gonna put the oil on right away just because they oxidize.
Okay.
And just toss it. We're gonna cut up our onion. So I think I'm just gonna do like a larger slices. And then go in and just cut that in half. And then you have like a nice, do you like onion chunks? I prefer like roasted onions.
I want however you're gonna cook it.
All right. It's all going in the same one because we're going to roast the sweet potato and roast the onion. Now I'm just going to crush 2 cloves of garlic and add that.
That's a great way to peel garlic.
Oh, it's the best way.
And the fact that you pressed it as opposed to smacking it is a little bit safer too.
Yes, well, I did that. It wasn't really for safety. It was because if I smack the ceramic blade, it will crack. And we don't want that. And we have our garlic crusher.
You got one of those too.
Okay, so we've minced the garlic, tossed everything in the oil. Then I'm going to add some salt. Just do it to taste. I'm adding about a 1/4 teaspoon to half a teaspoon. Yeah, about a 1/4 teaspoon to half a teaspoon. I just have like a baking sheet that's lined with some parchment paper because I don't want anything to stick right to the baking sheet.
Yeah.
Makes for a really easy cleanup. And I'm just gonna toss that right on there. As much as possible, I'm gonna try to get it like one layer so that they don't steam, but rather like roast nicely. So I'm gonna toss these into the oven and check on them in about 15 minutes. Flip them and then put them in for another 10. I just cut up the kale into like bite-sized pieces and washed it and spun it in the salad spinner, and then I just put some paper towel underneath to collect all the excess moisture. So I'm just gonna take that out. What we're going to do is just add some oil. So again, you can use olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, whatever oil you want. It's about a tablespoon. So we're just gonna go in and massage the oil into the kale. I mean, the longer you do this, the better, but just do it for like a minute. A little bit of salt. And this is going to wilt down to about half of this when we cook it. There's two ways that we can have this salad. So you can add a little bit of lemon juice and then have raw kale and put the cooked sweet potato on. But I like to cook this in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes and make it nice and crispy. And then it's almost like a crispy kale and sweet potato salad. All right, so we're gonna set that aside.
Nice.
Let that kind of sit in its own kale juice and salt and oil. Let's make the salad dressing. It's like a sauce / salad dressing because this is a cooked salad. We're going to do 8 tablespoons of your favorite mustard. I recommend like a Dijon. This is a horseradish Dijon, and definitely get it all over the counter. That's part of the process. So it has just a little bit of bite to it. Then 2 tablespoons of the red wine vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar for this if you want. And then 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. If you are not vegan, you can also use honey for this and make it like a honey Dijon dressing.
Oh, okay.
But I do not consume honey, so I use maple syrup. And we're just gonna mix that together with a whisk. And because we've already salted the sweet potato and the kale, we're not going to add salt to the dressing. And that's our dressing. It's not the prettiest, but it will be delicious. We are just going to flip these guys so that they cook evenly on both sides. Oh, the smell though already. Do you eat sweet potatoes often, Ken?
No.
No? Just, you don't make them yourself, or you don't like them, or no preference?
Not a crazy fan of it. I'd rather have regular potatoes.
All right, well, let's see what you think of this.
Okay.
We're gonna put them in for another 10 minutes.
All right.
Almost there, so another 5 minutes or so for those.
Okay.
So now we have about 5 minutes. We only have to cook these for about 5-10 minutes. We're going to watch them. So we're just gonna put the kale. See how it got much smaller after we rubbed it with the oil? So we're just gonna put the kale on this pan and toss it into the oven as well. And then carefully keep an eye on both. The smell of kale before it's cooked.
Yeah, I know. This smells like fresh grass clippings.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will admit, not the best smell, but it'll be very good and smell delicious when we're done.
Does it look done, Candace?
It does. Some parts are crispy, some are nice and wilted, so we're just going to toss it into this bowl here. And then we are going to put half the sauce on it, or half the dressing, and just toss it, coat the kale. And then we'll take the sweet potato, and then the rest of the dressing, a little bit of pepper, and then we'll toss that. So you can like wait for this to cool and then eat it like a salad. It's really good the next day. Or eat it as like a hot salad, or a, I don't know. I like to call it a salad, but it's like a hot sweet potato and kale dish. What do you think? How does it look?
It looks like a salad, all right.
Oh, we forgot the avocado.
Oh my goodness.
How silly of us. Silly. Let's use one.
I think that'll be my favorite part of the salad, is the avocado.
Maybe you'll discover like a new love for sweet potato that you didn't know that you had.
Possible.
Or maybe not.
I'm slowly starting to like pickles, and I used to hate pickles.
Really?
But I used to hate coffee too, now I love coffee.
True. I used to hate pickles until about 4 years ago. But I hated pickles, but I always loved olives, which I thought was weird.
I don't think so, because although they're pickled, the flavor is completely different. Same with pickled jalapeno. Like I love pickled jalapeno. I love lots of pickled things, but pickled pickles or pickled cucumbers. Just I hate cucumbers too. So there you go.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
these are all good things to know for cooking for you. No cucumbers, no pickles. All right, I'm gonna get us 2 bowls, and
Let's
then
feed.
we will. Let's feed.
Let's feed on it. Okay, Candace has thrown this into a bowl, and we were just discussing whether or not I was going to like this or not. And I also mentioned the fact that it smells like hot potato salad. I'm not sure if you've had hot potato salad, so it looks like regular potato salad, but they have bacon and stuff, and it's warm. That's what this smells like. And she's like, well, it is potato salad. And it is potato salad.
It is technically
not the kind
salad.
I was thinking about. Let's get straight into it.
Yeah,
Candace.
I'm really curious to see what you think. It's a good, wholesome, healthy meal.
Really hope I like it.
I like to get a little bit of everything.
I'm trying to do the same thing. I try to be as honest as possible for my viewers and for you. If I don't like something that Candace makes, it's not an insult. It's just, I'm not accustomed to it. This is one of her favorite things.
And I did not know that you didn't like sweet potato.
Am I missing something? I've got the sweet potato, I got the avocado, some kale, I guess
onion.
a piece of onion. That's not gonna work, just like.
I'm concerned with this face.
The sweet potato is awesome. The kale is I'm trying to work around the kale.
Do you regularly eat kale?
It has am I correct in saying that it has a bit of a mint flavor, or is that maybe one of the things that you added in?
I didn't add mint. It shouldn't taste like mint. Probably like an earthy, it's very earthy. It's very like a grounding.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You try to explain what kale tastes like. I can't even place it.
It tastes like, I'm having a hard time.
It's difficult. You have to place that.
It's hard.
It's like
Hold
saying,
on.
well, what's a banana taste like?
Like
It tastes like banana. I can't explain it.
It's like spinach,
Okay.
but rough.
Rough spinach.
Rough spinach.
But spinach tastes way better than that. No, baby spinach tastes way better than that. Maybe normal spinach. I've only.
Like broccoli and spinach had a baby.
That is an awesome
tastes
way.
like.
Yeah, it's got like a bit of a consistency of broccoli. But for some reason, I'm tasting some weird minty type.
Definitely didn't put mint in it.
I know you didn't. But that's just.
I don't know.
That's just the flavor that's coming through. If it wasn't for the avocado, I don't know. I don't.
So maybe next time a spinach sweet potato salad
That would be kind of cool. I think
instead of the kale. The kale might be a bit too much.
And it's not like I don't. It's not like I'm not eating this. As you can see, I'm continuing to eat it. I'm just trying to make sure I like it or don't like it.
What do you think of the dressing?
Oh, the dressing rocks. The dressing was amazing.
I think it's just the kale and the fact that you're not used to that strange earthy flavor. Maybe. I hated kale when I first started eating it.
It is a very interesting salad. Please give it a shot if you're interested in trying new things. If you can get around the kale thing. Whoops.
And you can use spinach if you want.
Another problem with kale, it just flies out of your mouth when you're talking.
Or whatever your favorite green is. Toss the sweet potato on your favorite green.
I've had kale in other salads and stuff, and I didn't like it at all. This is at least edible for me. The kale.
The kale.
The kale.
The kale is throwing you off.
Yes, the kale is definitely a weird, leafy lettuce, I guess you could say, and it has its own flavor. I wouldn't say it was bitter, I guess, because we added all the sauces and stuff, so it was pretty good that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Candace once again for cooking me this amazing meal, or at least interesting meal. I tried it. I'll probably eat the rest of it before I go because it's not bad. It's just different, and I try for you.
I'm just glad you're willing to try.
If you like these videos, guys, and you want to check out some more recipes, please go and check out Candace's channel.
You can find me at youtube.com/theedgyveg or theedgyveg.com.
Which is her website, and it's got all the stuff all broken down for you. So if you just want to read it or if you want to watch it, it's all there. But if you like these videos, guys, and you don't want to miss another one, please hit the subscribe button. But if you love this video, give it a thumbs up, ding, 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 and we'll see you next time on the Ken and Candace Veg and Review.
Bye.
Ken and Candace again from.
We'll get it.
We'll get it.
You can find me at YouTube.